Hello, it's me again, earthmanbrick, and we're back to making this set again. So I figured I'd have a look at this one, which is the Walkways. And this is it all here. Looks like we're going to get a lot of push outs. There's little triangles and bits and bobs all here and there, but hopefully we can push out and end up with lots of bits. What I'll do is I'll take one of these, there'll be an empty tub, and I'll fill it in with all the extra bits, and I'll show you how much we've got at the end, push out wise, because I like to keep a score. But yes, that's the plan. I'm just going to do a time lapse of me making this up now, just getting to the assembly stage, and I'll be back again soon with it all assembled. Bye for now. And here is our marvelous Walkways all assembled. Pretty nice. Pretty damn sturdy. Oh, it's a bit wobbly there, but will hold up miniatures, no problem. And they scale pretty nicely. Also comes with this crane. That's also part of this set here. But the crane is a bit too top heavy, especially when you add this bit on. It's meant to freely rotate. Yep. Pretty damn useless. But enough about that. What did we end up with extra? In terms of push outs, we got a lot of extra little bits here that we can do whatever we like with, because these are all just disposable bits. These parts I left off. These are little wedges that are meant to go underneath here to act as extra support, but it really doesn't need it. It holds up very nicely. So these parts, brilliant. The crane, it's a bit crap. What I haven't assembled yet, if I zoom in here, are these. That's them all unassembled there. And I figured, what's the point in having conveyor belts if you have nothing to put on them? I'm going to go spruce these up, and then I'll talk about how I've done it. Bye for now. Hello again, it's me, and we're back. And here they are, all painted up. What I've done is I've used some textured spray paint. Got some here, Rust-Oleum. And what I did was I turned these upside down, sprayed it from the top down, just to add some extra little bits of texture along the sides and whatnot, without hitting these flat bits, so that the models sit perfectly fine on top. I've also added some cord and some old cable just glued in there, just to make it nice and settled. I've also stippled on a whole bunch of white paint and then gone over with some burnt sienna and burnt umber, just to give it a little bit of rust. I've also taken whenever I spray paint, I take an old pizza box like this, and then we've got the spray painted bit here. And what I like to do is I like to chop this up, and then I've added it on the sides of the rails here, just to hide all the obvious seams. And that's worked an absolute treat. But that's not the end of the story, because using one of these, an old Pringles tube, which I only buy them when they're sufficiently reduced, 37 pence, bargain. And I've used the old MDF sprue frames and tarted this up sufficiently. I've also added some hazard strips, a couple of panels, and some stickers, just to give it a little extra oomph and detail. As well as with the empty sprue frames. Again, never throw them away because they're very useful. I've made an extra walkway, and this thing is proper solid. I've added some card for banding, just to make sure that these sprue bits along the side here are all sorted out. And then for the final bit, I've added some cable ties to act as runners here along the edges, so that when we attach these two buildings together, boom, it's nice and flush and very level. But that's all I've got for you today, so bye and good riddance.